Hey everyone, this is Gavin here from For the Win Gaming, and today we would like to talk to you a bit more about who we are and what we do. So who are we? We are For the Win Gaming. We are just a group of guys that we believe God has brought together with two passions, God and gaming. We believe God has called us together to take and use gaming as a tool to reach out and tell people about Jesus and what he has done for them. It really is as simple as that. So in July of 2016, we officially set up the ministry For the Win Gaming, along with the help and support of CVM Ireland, which is Christian Vision for Men. We are very thankful for the support and help they have given us and continue to give us, which means if you're quick at your maths, you will work out that in July of this year, we'll be running for 4 years. So since the beginning of this ministry, we said to God that this was his ministry and that we would follow him in his direction of where he wanted us to go. We even have a hashtag for it, which is God sets it up, we show up. And throughout this journey, so far with For the Win, we can continually give thanks and testify to God's providence throughout time and time again. And no more so than how we were able to do our very first event in the summer of 2016. We received an invitation to a local summer camp in the early stages of setting up the ministry. We thought this was a great opportunity, and we discussed with each other that we had enough consoles to do it, we just didn't have the TVs to do it. So we came before God in prayer and asked, Lord, if you want us to do this, you're going to need to provide the TVs because we don't have them and we need them to do it. And we said we'd leave it with God and see what happens. Turns out we didn't have to wait very long, as the next day my brother said to us he didn't know if this was relevant or not, but he said he works in a local hotel, and he said the hotel are doing up all their rooms. They're getting rid of all their TVs to get new ones in, and they want to know if we want any of their old TVs. And we just thought, wow, this is incredible. We're looking for TVs, and now we have the opportunity to get them. So to cut a long story short, we walked away with 8 TVs that day. Wow, just what a God. We were totally blown away by the fact that it was only the very next day that this had happened. We had just asked God the night before. Absolutely incredible it was. And that enabled us to do our first event and kick on from there. Since we started, we've been blessed by an amazing group of volunteers that have joined us along the way. This is us in the bottom corner at the very first event we done, and this is our team now. We've moved on from 4 to what we have now, and we are so blessed by the volunteers that we have and so blessed that they help us out and do such a great job. So moving on to our vision. Our vision is to reach out to gamers and the people we encounter, connect with them on their level. We believe it's so important to go and meet people where they are at, share the love of Jesus with them through the opportunities God opens up for us as we build relationships and friendships with people. When God spoke to us about starting up this ministry, he impressed on our hearts the words from Mark 16, verse 15. Go into all the world and preach the gospel to all creation. So moving on to what we do and how we do it, we have 3 areas within our ministry. We have our online community, we have our local events, and we have our tabletop meetups. And I'm now going to hand over to the other guys who are going to tell you a bit more about them, starting with Davey and the online ministry.
Thanks, Gav, for that introduction. I am Davey Thompson, and I'm here just to share about our online gaming community. At present, we have 438 members, which is pretty cool in my eyes. We use gaming to connect with gamers where they are. If this means we have to go into Grand Theft Auto, Rainbow Six, Call of Duty, FIFA, that's where we go to meet them. We find that they're a lot more open to talk about their beliefs, about their background, about their family. This really starts building the foundation of trust when we game with these gamers. We use our consoles, our PlayStations, our Xboxes, our Nintendos. And just through gaming, we have the opportunity to witness to other gamers who really don't socialise with churches, youth clubs. Before we would have been guys who just gamed for the love of it. Now we game to connect with people, and if the opportunity arises, we tell them about this guy called Jesus. So how do we do it? We go on and we have recruitment Sundays. So we use a Sunday morning to go on and go into game chat and actually just pick up random people that starts talking. We start that communication process. We start building that relationship from the outset, playing a game that we both love, to connect with our community. That's already there. We have gaming nights normally on Friday night. So we advertise that we're all going on at 8 p.m. and to play Grand Theft custom races or Call of Duty Warzone, and we try to get as many in as possible. So leading into our next little video here, this just gives you some kind of insight about the chat, about the crack, about the banter that is happening in Rainbow Six.
Yeah, for the benefit of the viewers, shall we say, where is everyone from?
No one answers.
I'm from England. I live in the northeast of England.
Davey,
Okay.
you're a recruit.
That's Stu. Stu for the win.
come on,
Xbox.
Eddie, where are you from?
The Netherlands.
Netherlands.
I'm from the Republic of Ireland. Down
Right,
south.
stop it. Hey, we all know you're Polish.
Mick trying to lie about his
It's
nationality there. Some things just can't be hidden. Mick, just do that wall instead. I wouldn't even worry about this inside wall.
Just leave that open. I'm gonna put out a C4 charge up there.
Drones everywhere.
Mike, can you close this window up once the round starts?
Here.
They are the
Push through. Wait, Mike, wait.
quick.
Hide in my little
Right,
hidey
rock and
space
roll.
under here.
Frankie,
Russian beside me.
camera out
The front door.
outside.
Ah,
Oh my goodness.
Russians again. Slow the rush down. Slow the rush down. Just slow the rush down. Slow the rush down. Slow the rush down.
Oh, guys, watch the door over where I'm at. It blew through the side wall. Side room over the side wall over to the west of the room.
Alright, lads. These lads are just moving way too fast.
Nice. One more
Another one
left,
out there
one
already.
left.
Another one. Yeah, he's
I've got a
outside.
camera on there.
Frankie, your
Where is
camera
he?
is epic.
Is he outside or
He's
inside?
hanging
He's
out
outside.
outside, yeah. He's
Someone
outside.
Tag a little bit.
Outside the window.
No,
Right,
won't
I'm not
tag
going
him.
flank.
Yeah,
This is
Can't
the
tag
round,
him.
guys. This is the round.
Don't
dropped
tag
it.
him.
He's there. He's there, Eddie. He's coming to the window.
Oh, I just went out the window.
Yeah, you should
No,
have
don't
stayed
go
there.
out the window. This ain't Call of Duty. Right, Stu's coming on the balcony.
Stupid.
He's coming
I
in.
did shot him.
Coming in the south end of the.
Yes, guys.
Nice.
Lovely.
Thanks, Davey. Hi, I'm Jay, and the phone line is where we connect with people every day, and local events are where we get to speak to people in person. So events comprise of lots of different activities. We set up our consoles and tabletop games, and we just let people play. We would also get involved by playing games with them, and it would be a whole range of different games. We try to engage with young people as much as we can and have games they enjoy. We run some tournaments on a few different games, FIFA and Mario Kart. Young and old enjoy the competition with each other. We play Just Dance, and then that starts with the girls, but by the end of the night, everyone is joining in. Here's just a few pictures from what a typical night looks like. Also, at every little event, we have an epilogue. It's a small 5-10 minute thought about the love of Jesus and how we just want to share it with other people. As you can see from these few pictures, we've been able to have some amazing opportunities and with all different groups of people and locations. We as a team just didn't realise just how many events we do in a year. It's at least 3 a month, and then we have our tabletop days 3 times a year. We always could be busier, But with everyone having full-time jobs and families, we have set ourselves some limits. The variety of events is so vast. We started out mainly doing boys' brigades and youth clubs, and as you can see, we have been to loads of different events. From doing small events like boys' brigades and youth clubs, we have been to big church family fun days with over 500 people attending. We're also invited along to an outdoor event, which we didn't know was an outdoor event, so that was an experience playing tabletop in the wind. We've done a men's conference for CVM Ireland called DNA of around 300 men, and it was great to chat to them about the games they enjoyed when they were younger days and the games they play now. And for the first time ever, we were asked to lead 2 seminars at a Youth and Leaders Weekend, where up to 1,000 young people and their leaders attend.
Hey guys, Davey here from For the Win Gaming. We will be joining you this October at the Mad Weekend, where we will be running the seminar Gaming and the Gospel, where we are bringing God into the conversation. We hope to see you there for that. In the afternoon, we will set up some consoles and tabletop for you to have some fun.
Dad, it's your turn.
Oh. We hope to see you there.
Something that was very outside our comfort zone. We were told that we would have 30 kids max for each one, but when it came time for our first seminar, we had over 50 young people. They were so interested to know what a gaming seminar was all about, and in total, over the 2 seminars, we had over 100 young people attend. It was brilliant, overwhelming, but brilliant. We made the seminar interactive and played a tabletop game called Dixit, and then we got them to use the game to describe Jesus from a random picture. It was fascinating and brilliant to see what they came up with to represent Jesus. Then we did a small talk using the game Patchwork. It was a great experience, and we were truly blessed and thankful to be asked to be part of the day. It's been great to be involved with all the events, and we are still having our firsts. We have a booking for a wedding reception at the end of the year. We want to go anywhere and everywhere and hold events wherever we can. We would love to take some of our retro gaming consoles along to older groups to relive some of those old classics. So just a few comments we've received on our social media platforms from leaders and young people, and it's great encouragement and support. This is a small snapshot of what events look like. To finish, we did an event in Coleraine University called the Mad Weekend, and we put together a video of a day in the life of a For the Win event. It gives a real insight to what it looks like, so hopefully you'll enjoy it. And after it is finished, Kristen will talk about our tabletop events. Thanks so much.
Have you ever wondered what a day before the win looks like? Well, today we're going on the PCI Mad Weekend, and we're bringing you guys along with us.
3 TVs here, 3 TVs there, 4 TVs here for FIFA, Just Dance, Smash. We're just about to get kicked off here with our 16 consoles. Our 15 volunteers are getting ready to go. We are going to see over 400 kids in the first session. Let's do this. So that is Mad wrapped up for another year. We want to thank you for the invitation, for accepting us down, and we are just going to have our annual debrief in McDonald's with the volunteers. So yeah, thanks again. See you later.
Thanks, Jay, for the events part. My name is Kristen Mullen and I am the last of the group heads, and I will be talking about our tabletop board gaming section. Tabletop gaming has been an addition to our ministry in recent years, whereas video gaming has been the main focus since it started, though it has quickly become an important part of our ministry's utility belt. It is gaming round a table. This is pretty much like the old favourites like Snakes and Ladders, Ludo, Monopoly, but we play more modern style games with different ways to play, even cooperative, all in the same team. Face-to-face interaction and participation. The best part of this, which complements the video games, is that everyone's round the table playing with each other. Whether it's some tense strategy or laugh out loud party style game, there's one for everyone to bring them all in. This interaction and participation is great to break the ice with new people or even quieter people to engage and be involved. We build many a bridge, then relationship like this. Going to local events and holding our own. We try to get out and tabletop with others and at different places such as local tabletop venues and stores, as well as events run by friends. As a ministry, we also run a tabletop day every 3 months. Our tabletop days are usually the same format. It is on from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. with a dinner hour in between. We provide it free of charge to allow people to stay as long as they like here, and promotes more chatting togetherness when everyone's eating together. Here's a video to get a feel of what it's all about. It was taken a couple of Christmases ago, so probably needs updated as it's got a lot bigger and better since.
Afternoon, guys. This is For the Win Tabletop. We are here today at Creantland Orange Hall, Crossroad Church, Creantland, and we are here doing our For the Win Presents Tabletop. So we're just going to give you a guided tour of what we've got on the go today. Over here, we've got our refreshments table. We have coffee machines. We have hot chocolate. We have lattes. We have flavoured lattes. We have soft drinks. We have donuts, tray bakes. Also here, we have our chill-out area with our coffee table with more sweets and a few games as well. Moving into the main hall, we have Madam Ching set up here. A great wee game with chips, chip noodles. And we have that as well on the go. In the middle, we have our games table, which is starting to fill up. We have quite a selection if you want to come in and see. We've got Cold Express, there's Pandemic there. We've got Splendor, Formula D, Chef of Nottingham, Sushi Go Party, Smash Up, Machi Koro, just desserts. It's starting to build up nicely. We continue to have more tables set up with sweets as well for nibbling on. We have our Christmas tree, this is Christmas. We also have our alternative tabletop table, which is, we've got Scale Electrics, a few wee games here as well. We also move around with just some more tables to tabletop as well, and this is our event. Creantland, come and join us if you want to. Have some games, have some food, have some fellowship, come and join us.
Over the years, we have been blessed to have our friends and family come first, and then start more regularly to bring and teach games to others. Some of them would never go into a church building, but happy to come for a gaming day. This is more a personal take on our vision, as we get to sit down with them and connect through the game on the table than on a screen or chatting on a headset. Bringing loved ones, meeting other friends and family, plus new players all together, having fun and getting to know one another in the church building. It's the backbone of our local gaming community, and it continues to grow. Now we want to share about 2 of the many guys God has brought into our paths, and not just helping them, but impacting on us too as a gaming group.
So just as we finish, we'd like to leave you with a few prayer points. Please pray for us as we travel around to different events for more and more opportunities to share about Jesus. As we grow, we need more volunteers to help us do what we do, for online to be a witness there, even for people who can bring the word to the guys through the epilogues at our events, that God would continue to lead this ministry in guiding us in what He wants us to do, and for mission trips. In the past year, we have felt God leading us into mission trips, and we have been working on our own unique track to bring with us to hand out and give to people. God willing, when it's finished, He will lead us and guide us in where He wants us to go. Lastly, as you can see, the different ways in which you can find us on Facebook and Instagram, to like our page, to follow us, to join us on our online community or in our tabletop group, to keep up to date with what we're doing. So thank you so much for listening to us today and watching this. God bless.
Ja, hallo und herzlich willkommen alle zusammen. Wir freuen uns so heftig und ich sowieso. Also ich halte auch mein Hype-Niveau, was ich am Anfang gesagt habe. Ich bin so froh darüber, die Leute von For the Win Gaming hier zu haben. Ich mache kurz für euch diese Ankündigung auf Deutsch, aber gleich werde ich Englisch mit denen reden. Und zwar das beste Englisch, was ich habe. Also ihr werdet es sicherlich gut genug verstehen. Wir machen dann so ein Battle, wen ihr schlechter verstehen könnt, die Iren oder mich. Genau, aber das wird schon. Ich freue mich total, dass ich hier 4 Gäste habe und die stelle ich euch ganz kurz vor, die sagen Hi und dann gehen wir auch schon rein und ich freue mich auf dieses Q&A jetzt. Hey everyone, how are you doing? I hope you're doing great. So we have Jay with us here.
Hi everyone.
Yeah, there he is. Looking good, man. We have Gavin.
Hey everyone, how's it going?
Yeah. Then we have Kristen with us.
Hello.
Yes, and last but not least, we have Davey with us.
Good afternoon, Germany.
Yeah, that's the hype I'm talking about. That's the hype I'm talking about. It's so good to see you, man. Really, it's I've been thinking we've met 5 years ago. 5 years ago in 2015. We went to E3 in Los Angeles for a missions trip, and even back then, in 2015, we've had our first conference back in the day in Ventura, and that's where we met gaming and Christianity and how it all intersects. I have no idea what I'm talking, but yeah. So that was the start of our relationship, and it's been really cool to know you and to always share what's going on in our lives. And now you guys are all here, but you were my reference so far. But in the introduction video that you sent me, Davey, you said that you are one of the leaders of For the Win Gaming Ministry. And so my first question is, how do you work as a team, and why does it profit your ministry that you are 4 leaders? Is there only four leaders of you, or are there even more?
I don't know if you've heard the saying in Germany that 4 heads are better than 1. But the 4 Christian brothers I have in this ministry, we can spread our resources for what we do best. We've got a media guy, Jay, who put that presentation together. Thank you for that, Jay. We have Gav, who has a heart of a saint, who can outreach to anybody within our communities. Kristen is top of tabletop. He knows his tabletops inside out. So obviously we can set our leaders to different genres of our ministries, whether it be online, whether it be our events, whether it be tabletop. So 4 can spread further than just 1.
Yeah, that sounds really good. So you are 4 leaders, but I think you mentioned in the presentation, but how many people are working with you? I think I even saw some of your boys or someone getting taken into the team at some point, and how many volunteers are there?
At this, go for it, Gav.
Sorry, yeah, I was just going to say that at this point, I think we have maybe about 16 or 17 volunteers altogether. A lot of those we have picked up from just going to different events, visiting churches where other people there just have a heart to serve God in some way, and they love gaming, so they speak to us and say, can we be involved in what you're doing? We love to see what you're doing. We love games ourselves, and we would love to be part of what you're doing. So, quite honestly, that is how our team has built, from just the different outreach to different events we've done, and people we've spoke to has helped us generate, and God has really blessed us by building this team that He has around us, and we're always looking to expand and grow more volunteers in the team.
That's really cool. Gavin, I think we have been playing Clash Royale for quite a time now in the same team, and seen the For the Win clan on Clash Royale gain a lot of people that just come in and want to be part of a team, and I think it's really cool to take people into volunteering there. What do you think is like the best thing for you running a gaming ministry? Like, what's the best part of it being?
Is that a question for me?
Yes. Sorry, I thought I was talking to you because you're on my screen. That's my fault.
All right. It's okay. I honestly think the best thing about running the gaming community is just the people, meeting the people, gaming with the people, building relationships with people. That's what I love. There's always chains there that you're kind of linking on to other people through somebody else, and it keeps moving, and I just love how it grows and how we see so many people and how we meet so many people and how the meetings come about and how each person links into somebody else and it grows. So I think that's it. I just love the people.
That's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah. The relationships building. I've been playing with a few guys last year. Like every Thursday, I would just meet with them to play some Counter-Strike, and over the course of the year, building a relationship and getting to know them. I think that's for me as well a really, really cool part. Are there, maybe Kristen can tell me, are there revelations that you have gotten, especially through leading a gaming ministry, like in your spiritual life, or things about that God has put really heavy on your heart about the gaming community, or something like that?
I suppose we could talk all day about this, all four of us, in different ways. How we've met different people who we look at, and they become like a rock in the ministry, like for us, whether they're Christian or non-Christian, helping us. Because I think that's one of the big things that we found. It's like our motto is it just flew out of my head there. Brilliant. It's like if we show up, God shows up, and it's the whole thing that God sets it up for us, and we just bring our stuff. God's give us an event, we go there, and anything can happen that night. I think one of the best ones that we've done locally going around was we went to a youth club, and then there was a big Nintendo presence there. There was half the group were like big Nintendo fans, and that was brilliant for us because we didn't do a lot of Nintendo at that stage. A year later, when we came back, they had got all their stuff ready to game with us because they wanted to show us as much as we showed them the year before, and it just blew us away. Like, it was almost like they were taking the night and we were just sitting back playing with them, and it was just a really great experience.
That is cool.
Just one more thing about like expanding our ministry into different things. Like it used to be just console, Xbox, PlayStation, then Nintendo's came in, and then mobiles came in, and then tabletops came in, and it's just reaching so many different people and so many different. Later on that night, you're playing with them, or the following week you're playing with them, and it's just how easy it can be to reach once you just open up and say who you are to people, and how easy they want to talk. Because I don't know about you, but the gaming community can be some of the most open people if you just chat with them directly. So I think, like I says, could go on all day about this, but the guys. But I think that's one of the big things.
Yeah, that's really cool. So it's not us bringing God into this culture, but God is waiting there for us, asking, like, where have you been all this time? I told you to go everywhere around the world and be the love of God to people. So yeah, that's really cool. Thank you for that insight. Jay, maybe you can. I hope you can say something to this question. But I have this question. So, if I want to start a ministry, a gaming ministry now, what's the biggest problems, or what's the best hint you can give me? What do I have to? Yeah, what is the most important thing to start a gaming ministry?
Wow, that's a pretty big question. I think, well, you said at the start about there's 4 of us. I think doing it by yourself wouldn't be the best way to do it. There is 4 of us. We started with 4 of us, and I think like having other people, like-minded people who had the same vision that we had, same heart for gamers we had. That we're all from different parts of the country. So we just met through gaming, and that in itself was quite an amazing story. Like, it's been 4 years later, and we feel like brothers. And so I think having equipment can be a hindrance. Sometimes you kind of think, I don't have enough stuff. I have enough like consoles, but you don't need a lot of stuff. As Gavin explained in the wee video, we had our first event before we even had any TVs. And then we got our TVs, and one day we were thinking, okay, we want to do this, but we don't have enough TVs. Can we get them? And we prayed, and we got them the next day. Like, so I think you can be sort of thinking, I've only got my console, or I've only got my TV, or I've got this. But I think you could go and do that somewhere, even in a small like a youth gathering, a youth club, and just go and set it up and do it that way. And I think just go... children, boys and girls, young people have the idea. They know the games. You just need to go and give them the facility to play with each other and enjoy their time together. And like that's what I would say, probably some of the best hints I could give you, possibly.
Okay, so my takeaway, if that's correct, would be like there's a part passion. You want to do it because you're passionate about the subject, but also it's like being in a team. You don't have to fight alone, but if you need to start alone and want to start alone, go for it, but don't forget to ask God for help, because He wants you to do the things you are passionate about and meet people with His love. So like the passion things, the just go for it, plus the keep God in all of your work, and then things will happen in incredible ways. Yeah, is that correct?
Exactly, that's it, yes. Exactly.
That is wonderful. Thank you so much, Jay, for that insight. So maybe one last question for all of you. What's your favorite game? Does not have to be digital. But since we just said, like, I think your ministry is not just a tool to reach people, but you're also passionate about the things that you do. Let's go in reverse. So Jay has to start and tell me the best or his favorite game or piece of nerd culture, and we go then with Gavila, Kristen, and Davey.
Okay, I was hoping you were going to say I could go last, because I was hoping to get a bit more time to think about this.
The pressure's on.
I think I've came back to it quite recently, but Rock Band, the guitar game, I play the bass myself in my local church, so I enjoy the Rock Band, and I haven't played it for a long time. And then quite recently, for the win, we got a set of the drums and the guitar, so kind of reignited my love for Rock Band. So I'd say at the moment it always kind of changes, but Rock Band would probably be up there with one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's cool. Kristen, what is yours? Short answer, we are on time.
Well, if it's got to be a short answer, I'll just be quick. I'll give one of each. So for tabletop, DC Deck Builder, because you can play so many different ways, cooperative or competitive, whichever way you want. Digitally, on video games, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, because with the options and the help you can do, anyone who's never played a video game can play it and still enjoy it with someone who's a Mario Kart expert, and I love that.
That's cool, yes. We have Mario Kart on later tonight for our gaming part of the evening. That's great. Gavin, how about you?
Well, this is a terrible question for me because, as the guys would probably tell you, I'm a very indecisive person. So when you give me an option with a scope as wide as that to try and think of something in this short period of time, I'm not really sure. But I'll just tell you just quickly what I love at the moment. In the board games, I love a board game called Jamaica. So you're pretty much pirate ships trying to race around a track, like an island, pick up loot, as well as fighting each other, which is quite fun. I love being able to sit face to face and game with people. And at the moment, as you know, I love Clash Royale too, and I'm enjoying the new Call of Duty game as well. There's a lot of people on it at the moment, and it's great just for chilling out and chatting and gaming with people.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. See you on Clash later. Davey, how about you?
Well, as you know, Daniel, I don't game much for anymore. I just watch Sound of Music and read books. But if I was to play a game, yeah, I'm playing a lot of Call of Duty at the minute. But I am looking forward to The Last of Us 2 coming out in June.
Yeah,
it is the first game I've ever completed, The Last of Us, and very much looking forward to getting into the story mode of The Last of Us 2.
That's cool. Thank you guys so very much for your time and for your work and attribution. I'm just going to say a few things in German and then we're off into the break. Thank you guys for being here, taking the time, and I will tell the people to connect with you on social media if they have more questions for you. Thank you guys so much. Ja, Leute, das war das Q&A. Vielen Dank fürs dabei sein. Ich hoffe, ihr konntet genug verstehen. Und wenn ihr möchtet und noch Fragen habt, dann sucht euch einfach auf Social Media For the Win Gaming raus, auf Facebook und Instagram. Und schreibt die Leute einfach an, die sind auch auf Facebook zu finden. Und so weiter und so fort. Jetzt geht's in die Pause und ich danke euch fürs Zuschauen. Bis bald.